optical art.
Okay guys, I'm going to blow through this pretty quick. So listen, I think we're in a pattern right now that potentially shows it could be some downside for Bitcoin. So I'm going to show you that pattern. Also this chart I think is going to show when we potentially have that move to the downside. I'm also going to give you some price targets. Listen guys, if you do not like this content, make sure you do not hit the like button. And if you do not want to be notified when I have future videos or live streams, make sure you do not subscribe and do not tick the notification bell all. If you do want to access these charts, websites opticalartcrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the first comment in the description. For $39 a month, you get access to Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, access to my Twitter, which is now private, and our Discord. I do have stocks and tutorials, but that's separate. So let me get into this guys. So I'm going to come back to this chart. This red ring I think is potentially where we're going to have that move. So this is the, I'll show you the live version of this chart. This is the published version. Published this on December 31st, 2020. Take note these white rings. I'm going to hit play. So notice we pushed up, got topped out at this white ring. If you watched my previous two videos, I was talking about this yellow ring right here. I said as soon as we push above this yellow ring, expect a pump. That's exactly what happened. We topped out right at this ring. So I think this is the pattern we're in. This is the actual chart. So you can see right here we had support, came up as resistance. Notice we were riding right down this yellow ring. We found support. As soon as we pushed above it, we got rejected. So again, this is a point we're watching to see if we get above. If we can't, it just makes sense that this is the pattern that we're potentially in. So if we're at the top and we have some downside, this looks likely like the point where we find support. And if this is a pattern we're in, we'll potentially bounce back and forth till we either break to the upside or potentially break to the downside. But let me give you these price targets. So currently watch and see if we get above 59,478. And if we do come down, test the bottom of this, if this is the pattern we are in, watch to find support around potentially 55,000. So let's go into this chart. So let me show you, I'm turning off the MACD and RSI. So if you notice this red ring right here, price has been respecting it. Notice we came down as support. So pivot goes sideways. This next red ring right here, you can see that we pushed up. It was resistance, support. Notice we got rejected at this orange ring. We came down as support, then we started pushing back up. So it does make sense potentially what's going to happen. We might just kind of bounce on this yellow trend line and this orange ring. And I think at this point, I think this will be resistance to push us down. So let me give you a time frame for that. So there is 10 minutes left in this candle. So I would say between now, let's see, not now, but let's say about, I say in about 10 to 14 hours, I think potentially, again, price is probably just going to go up and down, but I think at this point, this is when price is going to start riding down this ring to potentially push us down. Get my brush tool in here to potentially come down and test this lower target. So again, that's what I'm looking at. So pay attention in the next in about 10 hours to 14 hours for that next move. I'll give you some price targets on these individual charts as well. So your current a major resistance, we're respecting all of these rings. So your next resistance above is 60,660. Right here is around 62,000. If we drop, you will have our current support on this chart is 58,529. Your next major support level below is 56,685. This is the B1 chart. So your current support right now, is around 59,020. Your next support level below that is 56,615. You will have support directly below that, 55,874. Your next support level below that is 53,914. If we push up, you'll have resistance up here around 61,900. So again guys, looks like a lot of charts are showing 62,000 as your next resistance above. This line right here, this has been a lot of support and resistance. You can see right here it was resistance, support, and over here, if I can get this brush off, you can see right here it was resistance, support, resistance. So if we do push up, a likely point to get rejected. Let's see what that price target is. That's around 60,574. So directly above, watch to potentially get rejected at 60,524. Again, guys, I was talking about Bitcoin dominance, and I mentioned this in a previous video. If you want to go back and watch that last video, but we came down, we found perfect support, pushed up as resistance, we got caught in this pattern. We did push above it a bit, we came back down. So again, Bitcoin dominance, guys, if dominance is pushing up, the price of Bitcoin typically pushes up. If we break this support and come down and test this one, this is bearish for the price of Bitcoin. If we hold support and push back up, that is bullish. The DXY, guys, I've been talking about this chart for a while. We came up, we tested this as resistance, came down as support, we break below it briefly as resistance, pushed back up, perfect resistance. This is actually a fib channel line. This chart has been here, these fib channel lines have been in place way before price got to it, and it just hit it exactly. I mean, we got two perfect rejections right here. So this does look like the pattern we're currently in. I think the dollar is bullish, so our support currently is 91.58. I do think it's possible that we'll continue back and forth. That maybe at this ring is a point it pushes up. You notice this previous ring right here has been support, 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 and we dropped. So I think it's very possible, again, this is the pattern we're in, and our potential breakout point will be right here at this ring. So do pay attention to that, guys. Overall, do you think the dollar is bullish? It will continue to push up. Remember, Bitcoin is a hedge against the US dollar. The dollar up, Bitcoin down. Dollar down, Bitcoin up. Guys, if you've been following me, I was talking about this blue ring on the Dow Jones. I say pay attention. Every time we hit one of these blue rings, we get a slight rejection. We did get a rejection. We did push above it. We dropped a total of a little over 2%. But we did get rejected at this point, guys. If we do push up, I do think it's very likely when we get to this orange ring, we'll get a major rejection on the Dow. Your next support to watch is right here at 31,859. If we drop below that, your next support is going to be right here at 31,391. That pretty much covers it, guys. Just remember, I do think this is a pattern we're in. If you get above 59,478, then I guess we're in a different pattern or we broke out of it. But if we do come down from this point, a likely point to catch a bounce is going to be around 55,033. Again, guys, you want to access these charts, website's iCorpCrypto.com. The link will be pinned in the first comment in the description. Bitcoins, altcoins, precious metals, stocks, and tutorials. Guys, that's it. Until the next video.